Alright, so this is how we get ready in real life. My hair is clipped back out of the makeup. It's been taken down from the weird Princess Leia twisties I had in earlier. So what's going on right now is that we're clearly getting ready, but it is a Friendsgiving tonight, and I'm wondering if I have just made a mistake or if what I put on my face will soak in. So before I clicked the record button, I smeared my foundation all over my face. It's the Armani Luminous Silk, and then I put a drop of the Augustinus Vader skincare oil in it. And I've worn this before, and it actually turns out looking really nice. And I never get compliments on my skin because it's problematic, but when I wear this combo, people are like, oh my god, your skin looks so good. So I'm like, yes, I will take that compliment. So it is shiny right now because I'm kind of just dilly-dallying and waiting for the oils to soak in a little bit. Then I'm going to dab it out and make sure everything looks great, and we will continue on with getting ready. So earlier today I went for a run and then just did a Pilates workout at home. It's Saturday and I don't like to go to the gym on Saturdays. It gets a little crowded. So I kind of like a more chill environment for my workout. I find that a little more motivating rather than having to go into like loud noise, chaos, crowded first thing in the morning. So that's what I did. Showered earlier and then did my hair up in these weird twisty thingies because it's been raining off and on and it's still kind of humid outside. And I didn't want to heat style my hair, curling iron or a blowout or anything like that because it's just going to fall or get frizzy with the humidity outside. So this is what we're working with right now, but I promise it'll get better. And I was actually smart and really proud of myself because I put on the white t-shirt that I'm going to wear under what I'm wearing before I started my makeup. And I always forget about that. I'm so bad at remembering to put the things that go like close over your face that are lighter colors on before you start your makeup. And I'm always that person that has to, there's a trick to it, guys. I've been doing enough fashion weeks to know. So what I end up doing is taking this, or if I have a scarf or another towel, washcloth, whatever, and I will sort of either put this over my face or put this through the neck hole of what I'm putting on so that it doesn't get it all full of makeup. So there is a way around it, but I would prefer to just kind of be smart about it and remember beforehand. Okay, so I think enough time has passed to where we can dab this out a little bit. If you guys hear anything in the background, my husband's in the bedroom and he just got out of the shower with the dog, so he's in there saying, good job, good job. So if you're like, what is going on at your house? It's just my husband and my dog. Okay, so without this light on in front of me that I put on just for the sake of recording this, I think that the makeup is like not so shiny that it's not wearable, so I think it's okay. And I also think this was closed. But now it is open. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, the bronze or contouring wand. You guys know what it is. And it probably is unsanitary to put it directly on your face, but also maybe not, because I feel like my skin is clean and washed. So I started saying that earlier today when I got back from my workout that I showered and did a full like body exfoliation, hair wash, all that. And then I slathered on some really heavy skincare because last night I wore my tretinoin to bed, and that's a retinol product if you're not familiar with it. It's actually right here. I hadn't intended on showing it, but it is prescription only. It's the Altrino tretinoin, and it is kind of harsh on my sensitive skin. I've been on it for over a year and a few months, and for the first 6 months, guys, this is not for the faint of heart. If your skin is reactive, for 6 months my skin went crazy. Broke out like crazy. It was a mess. So now it's finally evened out, and I only use that about every like 2 nights. So I'll use it and then go 2 nights without using it and then use it again. And I'm also really careful about what kind of actives or other products I put on my face. So there it is. I already put it away. I was a good girl and I cleaned today as well. So after I got out of the shower earlier, I slathered this. It's the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast balm, and it is like diaper cream white. I actually think this might be a diaper cream, but it's also good to soothe your skin, and it doesn't contain any actives or anything like that. So I had that on earlier, and I put on a pretty heavy layer because I'm just at home. And I've even worn this to the airport. Like when it comes to having my skin look good, I don't have any shame. But when I wear it to the airport, I wear a little bit of a thinner layer. And after it kind of soaks into your skin, it's not that crazy white. But at home with this really heavy layer that I had on, it was giving like geisha, vampire. It was kind of crazy, but I was only at home, so I don't care. But then I washed it off, did my skincare, and wait for that to set while I tried on what I'm going to wear tonight. And I'll insert the try-on clips because it's easier to film separately in a video that's that way so that it fits and you can see the full outfit. So we'll talk about what I'm planning to wear later tonight while I finish getting ready. Okay, so the first outfit, the dark brown sweater dress, I decided was a little bit too tight, and I'm only putting blush on one side of my face because I can't talk and put on makeup at the same time. Here we go, a little higher up. So the dark brown sweater dress I think is really cute, but for perhaps another occasion, because I'm actually going to this event to eat. I am excited to have some yummy, indulgent dishes, so I don't want to wear like a tight dress and then feel like I feel bloaty, look bloaty, and I just feel uncomfortable. So you guys know what I mean with like tight clothes and if you eat quite a bit, and I'm actually planning to eat quite a bit in advance. So, okay, real quick on to under eyes. I used this, it's the, at first it was just Becca, but it's the Smashbox collab with Becca, because I think Becca honestly went out of business. So I use this because most concealers don't look that great underneath my eyes. So I like this because it's got a peachy, kind of shiny, brightening effect. And I only put it like right here through the tear trough where I have some hollowness. Like I don't have a ton of under eye issues, like I do have some fine lines, but it's not like so problematic that I feel like I need to cake on a ton of makeup. And if I'm being honest, like anytime there's a texture problem, whether it's like crepey skin, fine lines, like I kind of feel like the more you put on it, the worse it ends up looking. So I just kind of go minimal on the under eye because honestly, it can't be that bad. Like, who cares? If someone sees me and they're like, oh, you have weird under eyes, well, too bad. So that's what I've been using under my eyes, and then I do set it with the newer from the Sephora VIB haul that I showed you guys from my previous video, the newer Givenchy. And similarly as to how I do my under eyes, I do my smile lines with kind of a glowy illuminating product rather than caking like a matte concealer in that and drawing more attention to it. This is the Huda Glowish concealer, and I actually really like it, but there's one thing that I hate about it. I had like oily, maybe sunscreen or something on, and the pearlescent on the lid peeled off onto my hand, and I didn't notice because I wasn't expecting that to happen. And so I had thousands of little like white micro flakes all over my fingers, and then I touched my face because I didn't realize, and got it all over and had to like try to pick it off. So if you have this, be careful of that. I think that's good enough. I'm not going to leave it like that, don't worry. Where am I? So the next outfit in the try-on video that I'm inserting here is, I think, the one that I want to wear. It's fitted enough to where it doesn't look like I'm smuggling watermelons or anything like that, but it's not so fitted that I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so uncomfortable if I eat more than like a few bites of something, which I'm planning to do. Okay, on into regular concealer. I have a couple of sunspots over here that they lean more brown, and the last time I got a laser treatment, I went for the one that deleted redness because I had more of that to contend with. So it's actually kind of funny because the gal that administered the laser was like, oh, maybe once the red splotches are gone, you won't notice the brown so much. And I'm like, yeah, she's kind of right. It's not that big of a deal. But there might be a lot of photographs tonight. We're going to the Friendsgiving at one of our social clubs, so it's called the Brightly. So for that reason, there's probably going to be a lot of photographs tonight. And case in point brings me to, I'm just dabbing out the rest of this a little bit more. So if you've ever watched any like makeup artists classes, they dab the beauty blender over like 100 times. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I just do like one pass, and then later on I'll look in my car mirror and I'm like, ooh. So now I know why they do that so much. But back to photographs at the place that we're going. That's the reason I'm probably not going to wear this. I'll insert it here or here, wherever it fits when I'm editing this video. But this is a sweater vest dress, and I actually think it's really cool and really cute, but it's so oversized and baggy that I honestly think it's just going to kind of look not very cute in photographs. And I realize there's more to life than that, but if I can avoid putting on something, leaving my house and being like, oh, I already know this is going to look crappy in photographs, I'll do that. But if I happen to already be out and there's an unflattering picture of me, like, it's not the end of the world. But in advance, let's maybe not have that happen. All right, time for some setting spray. I love the beauty YouTubers that look like some sort of fairy goddess as they mist this on, and it's like, ah. Whereas I look like I'm being held at gunpoint. But this is the newer MAC Fix and Stay Over. I was a die-hard, what's the Urban Decay one? You guys know, the all-nighter. So I wore that for ages, and I just got that recently, and I like it better. It's not quite as, like, crunchy feeling when it dries. And it also leaves a nice finish. My skin leans oily, so this works for me. But once that dries, because I just put it on over all the cream products, I'm going to put on this. I'm going to take a pause real quick, and I'm going to put on some powder and eyeliner and brows, and I will be back momentarily. I have to stand like this close to the mirror to get my eyeliner on straight, so I'll be back. We're getting there, and I shook my hair out of the twisty things that I had it in so that it wasn't like Shirley Temple ringlets by the time I took it out, and I was like, oh no. So it'll continue to fall as I get ready, and then definitely once I go outside. But if you guys remember the Beauty Bay palette that I grabbed, because I got rid of so many of my eyeshadows when I did a clean out, so I'm just going to dot a little bit of this on the center corner. And I usually use my finger for hardcore shimmery shadows because I don't want to use a brush and have them have a lot of fallout and it just goes all over. Since it's evening and it barely shows up on camera, but you guys get the idea. I'll try and show you later the finished look. So I'm almost ready. So every time I put on fake lashes, I wish I hadn't. So I just don't wear them anymore unless somebody professionally applies them, and even then I'm like, only a few of the individual ones, please. Don't put like that big puffy like tricksy strip of lashes on my face. All right, hair is looking relatively normal. I think I'm going to hit it with some shine spray just so that it is less frizzy, not necessarily that I care for the shine so much. And I almost forgot I want to put on some highlighter. So I've never had an issue with my nose, like the size, shape, it's not crooked, it doesn't have a bump, and if you have those things, that's fine. But those are typically things that people would complain about on their own nose. So I am not throwing you under the bus. I'm talking about my own nose. I've never had an issue with my nose. It's fairly straight, it's not like big or weird or anything like that. But I find that in certain lighting, like if only your nose is lit up, it looks almost like a scarecrow's. And so something that kind of counteracts that is just a little bit of highlight down the bridge. I don't fancy highlight on the tip of my nose. That looks cute on some people, but not really on me. So that's what I just did. And shine spray is in this mess. Okay, so here is the finished look. We had to move into the living room. The lighting in my bedroom was just way too dark. So this is what I'm gonna wear tonight after I get my hair out of my lip gloss. So speaking of which, so the lip color is the Rhode Peptide Treatment in Espresso with some cork liner and then the NYX Nude Beige liner as well. The tiniest Gucci bag that I own because I wanted to make things difficult for myself tonight and bring 7 lipsticks, and that's about it. Oh, and my phone. So this is the finished look. So the dress is not overly fitted so that I will be comfortable if I eat a lot tonight, which I'm going to. So, and then the over the knee boots, I don't remember who these are from, but I'll link everything below. And the jacket is Lioness. So that is the overall look. And then these earrings are vintage Saint Laurent. And here's my finished makeup look. Not that you can really tell in this light, but just a little bit of winged liner and then of course the lip color that I mentioned. And we are off. I have plans to go to my gym in the morning, not SoulCycle itself, but a cycling class there. So no drinks or anything too wild tonight. I probably won't be out late. So I will see you guys in the morning before I head to my class at the gym. And yep, one last outfit check, and it's time to go.
Morning guys, I'm all packed up for the gym and just getting my shoes on to head out the door. I just did some quick basic skincare that you saw, so face wash, moisturizer, sunscreen, because I'm just gonna go get sweaty and sweat it all off. But yeah, we're off to the gym, and then I will probably rinse off because the cycling class is sweaty. I have a change of clothes, a grocery bag. So there's a Trader Joe's across the street, and this coming Thursday, if I can get my dates correctly, because it's Sunday right now, so this Thursday is Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna pop into Trader Joe's, grab a couple of things after the class, and then head home, and that's probably it. So let's go to the gym.